Sunsets like this, surrounded by good people, grounding, fresh food, movement, nature, it's so easy to be healthy when your environment supports it. But I started to realise that something was missing. One key ingredient: challenge. I've been doing hard workouts, running on the beach daily, and taking ice baths. It's uncomfortable, but it's all controlled and predictable. I realised that I was staying within the boundaries of what I already knew I could do. Your limiting beliefs aren't just thoughts, they shape your actions, holding you back from your true potential. That's why you need friends who push you out of your comfort zone, showing that your limits are only as real as you let them be. This is my friend Josh, in his element, and I would safely say that he loves being out in nature more than anyone else I know. He's just invited me on a trip that was hands down the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. So that's how I found myself here at the base of Chiripo, the tallest mountain in Costa Rica, barefoot, no fancy gear. I wasn't prepared, and none of us were. But that's what made it real. It wasn't about reaching the top, it was about going into something really difficult, unsure if we would actually be able to do it. The first stretch of the hike is forest. We stopped here sharing yerba mate, joking around, and the spirits were high.
Yeah, bagless, you could probably run this.
Oh, for sure. Next time I'm packing way less.
Not next time. Love it. I'm coming back up next weekend.
Funny how the mountain lets you hold on to that confidence, at least for a little while. Crossing into the second climate felt like stepping into another world. The trees weren't just trees anymore. They were entire ecosystems, their branches layered with moss, vines, and tiny little plants, all fighting for space and light. Josh was still leading the pack, taking every opportunity to enjoy the scenery. But honestly, the beauty of this place was impossible to ignore.
Wow.
His neck is bent. The heroic Niall Kittle paving the way for raw milk lovers worldwide. Niall Kittle is a pioneer in the raw food, real food movement.
Looking back on it now, the jokes we made on the way up were probably just to mask how unprepared we all felt. Every step higher, the air got thinner and colder.
Fully in a cloud right now.
And once we got to base camp, there was no heating, no hot water. We all just huddled under blankets, knowing that in a few hours, we're gonna have to wake up and start all over again. At 2 AM, we started the summit push. No drama, just one foot in front of the other. Other groups looked like mountaineers. We just looked like a band of misfits with sandals, minimal layers, and the kind of stubbornness that comes from wanting to prove something to yourself. Then the rain came, and the wind. What made it easier was that we were all in the same boat together. My crew was all feeling the same, and instead of breaking, we just leaned on each other.
I've just hiked up. This was crazy. Got to do hands and knees. Way up. No visibility. My mouth is fucking freezing. We're getting it done there. This is an adventure. Damn.
We eventually reached the summit, not for a view, but for the proof that we could do it. Fog covered everything, and the wind was just whipping against us. It wasn't picturesque, but it was very real. The descent was actually where the real lessons came. We had no food, soaked clothes, and nothing left in the tank. It felt like every step was just a test, and yet the weather gifted us a break. The sun came out, and for a brief moment, we actually got to sunbathe and take in what we had just done.
Sunning it up.
Doing this hike completely stripped away the noise for me. It reminded me that life isn't actually meant to be easy, that the comfort of my day-to-day, sunning, grounding, getting routine, is just part of the picture. And I don't believe that health is all about eating right and getting sunlight. It's about challenging yourself to the point where you have to grow or give up. This hike was my misogi for the year. One hard thing, something so uncomfortable that it redefines how you see yourself. It's not about proving anything to others, it's about showing yourself what you're capable of. What I loved about the afterglow of the hike was that it made all the small worries of everyday life laughable compared to standing on the mountain, soaked to the bone, wondering if you're going to make it back. I'll definitely find my next misogi because these moments are so important for me. Food tastes better, the sun feels warmer, life feels richer, and you have memories for life. And that's a lesson worth repeating every year.